to my channel. For today's video, we're gonna be doing a get ready with me style video. This video is gonna be super chill, so grab a snack, some tea, a glass of wine. I know for a fact I'm gonna be grabbing a glass of wine after I'm done filming this video because, sweetie, when I tell you at the end, I was a hot mess. Like, I was trying to catch some golden hour lighting to take some photos of this makeup look, so like the last 30 minutes of me like trying to get this look together, I was just like all over the place trying to hurry up, finish doing my hair, finish doing my makeup, and I was just like all over the place. This video is also sponsored by Kriyya Hair Company. They provided the wig for this video, which I am loving. I don't know what it is about like these light brown like wigs with like these highlights. They just give me so much freaking life. Like, I feel like it's like such a great alternative to going like full blondes, but I wanted this look to be like super romantic looking, so hence the flowy bang, like the little braid here with like the curls at the end. I put on this super cute flowy top that I thrifted a few weeks ago, and some super dainty like cute feminine jewelry, really soft makeup and everything. Still very like, you know, she still got some drama to her, but still very like soft and everything. No cut creases today, but we definitely got some glitter. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling and get into this video. So if you guys wanna see how I got this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my hair first. I already did like my bald cap method here. I'm gonna use a combo of the ORS Olive Oil Super Hold Wig Grip Gel and the Fix It Super Hold Spray. So I'm gonna be using these two things together to secure my lace today. I'm gonna start off with the gel. What I've been doing is I've been applying the gel like directly onto like the lace here. So I'm just gonna grab like a small little itty bitty amount and start at the center. So I lay this onto my hairline first. And I like to work in like sections, so I'm only gonna do like the center first, and then I'll like start to do like the other edges. Then I pull my lace down. I should have cut like little sections in my lace, but I forgot. So we're gonna pull this down exactly where I want it to go. So like right there. And already it's gonna start to like stick, because that hair gel is like super sticky. And then for some extra security, I go in with the hairspray and I just apply it exactly where I put the hair gel. Ooh, I put it too much on my forehead. And then I go in with my blow dryer and dry it all down. Voila. I'm just gonna repeat those same steps like all the way across the perimeter. I'm learning that the trick to like making sure that the install is like super flawless is just not let go of like the lace until you know for sure it's like absolutely completely dry, because that's when you start to get all of like the lifting and stuff from your wig cap underneath and everything. Even when I think it's dry, I like still hold my blow dryer to it for like a couple of extra seconds just to be safe. I'm so obsessed with like this highlight color. I don't know, there's just something about like this light brown color. I'm just gonna start cutting away the lace now. I feel so bad. I feel like I don't have anything to talk about. Like, this week has been it's been pretty uneventful, honestly. I've just been vlogging and stuff like that. I am considering getting a new vlogging camera. That's new news. I'm just trying to figure out which one I would probably get. I'm probably gonna do some research over the weekend, just kind of figure out like which camera I'd be looking into or considering getting. I have to make sure that it's like not too heavy though. I've seen one from Sony that I thought was really good like a couple of months ago. As a matter of fact, I think the camera was specifically designed for people that like to vlog. But I'm also considering like looking into Canon as well. Honestly, I'm just happy that you guys even like the vlogs, because I feel like a lot of the times I'm like super like self-conscious about whether or not it's even like good content or, you know, interesting enough to the point where you guys would even want to watch. But so far, you guys have been really liking them. You guys have given me a lot of good feedback. But yeah, so far this week has been pretty chill. Not too much has like been happening. I'm trying to think if like I'm missing anything. I think I'm gonna be starting my locks back again soon, because I remember the last time that I started my locks, there was like a point where I was just like super tired of like doing my hair. I was just like over it, like just kind of over everything involving hair. Like I just didn't even want to like deal with it anymore. And I could like slowly feel myself getting back to that point. But it's weird because then I'll like wear a wig and I'm just like, man, do I really want to let this go? It's too cute. So I think next what I'm gonna do is maybe do like some protective styles, just to kind of see like where my mind is at with, you know, just the look of locks in general. So I think next I want to try and do some like braids or something like that, or some like faux locks. Yeah, I think I'm getting to that point where I'm just like ready to start my lock journey again. So I'm just gonna start doing my edges now. I'm gonna pull a few hairs to the front and just use like my hot comb to like press the hairs down. I was kind of nervous that this wig was gonna be too small, but it ended up fitting really well. Because just recently I had a wig come in that I was supposed to do a video for, but it ended up being like way too small, and I was just like, dang man, I know I got a big head, but dang. Ooh, so I started watching Eve. I think it just was put on HBO Max, because I'm all done watching Girlfriends. Like I finished watching it. I was gonna watch it again, but I was kind of like, let me, I don't know, because when I really like a show, like I'll rewatch the show like who knows how many times. Like I was looking for a new show to watch in replacement, and I found out that Eve's television show that she did like back in the day is now on HBO, so I started watching that yesterday, and I actually really like it. I never got a chance to see it when it was actually airing. I think maybe I was like probably 11 or 12 years old or something like that, so definitely like too young to like watch the show. I feel like even if I was old enough, like my mom was like super on top of like parental controls when it came to like TV and like what we watched on TV and everything. So I feel like even if I was like old enough to watch the show, like I wouldn't have bothered to even check for it. I didn't become like familiar with TV shows in general that weren't cartoons until I was like maybe 17 or something. Even more specifically when I left home to like go to college. It's weird too, because I remember that time in my life I felt like I was super behind like on just knowing like what's what when it came to pop culture. So I felt like I was like in this phase where I was just like trying to like catch up and everything. So I never got a chance to watch Eve's show when it was airing, but I am definitely watching it now, and I love the show so far. Plus I've always been a fan of Eve. Like I've always loved her as like a rapper. Like that song Gangsta Lovin' with Alicia Keys, that used to be my jam back in the day. I used to love that song so much. And you can imagine how excited I was when I found out that the show was actually based in Miami. So I was like, oh snap, it's meant to be. It's a match made in heaven. It's meant to be. Like I'm supposed to be watching this. But yeah, the show is super cute. I love it. I only just started, so I can't give you like my full opinion on it, but so far like I really like it. It's super cute. I'm gonna use the Lotta Body Wrap Me foaming mousse to do my edges today. I love this stuff. I'm literally like almost done with it, so I need to go out and buy another one because it's looking real sad right now. I just like to put a small amount on the back of my hand, and then I like dip my edge brush into it. I try not to go in too crazy with any type of edge product and everything, because I don't know, these days I've been liking like a softer edge. So the less product that I use, I feel like the more natural it looks. I feel like I have an idea on how I want to style this hair, but I'm not sure just yet. So hopefully by the time I'm like ready to style this hair, I actually know what the heck I'm gonna do with it. Oh, I found out too that the new, not the new Cinderella movie, the Cinderella movie with Brandy and Whitney Houston is gonna be on Disney Plus next week. Yes! That Cinderella movie, hands down, is the best Cinderella movie. I feel like I've seen so many different renditions of the Cinderella movie, or just like the theme in general, but that movie hands down is like the best one. You can say that the original one is the best, but no, it's not. Like the one with Brandy And Whitney Houston is definitely the best Cinderella movie in my opinion. Like it's just everything. Like it really is everything. I feel like Disney these days is getting like real deep too. I don't know what it is, with who they got like in charge over there, but they're getting like hella deep with like their subject matter when it comes to like films and stuff like that. I saw Soul with Jamie Foxx. So like when it released on Christmas Day, like me and my brother saw it. He like came over for my birthday, because if you didn't know, like my birthday's on Christmas. And Soul and Wonder Woman 1984, I think it was, like came out on Christmas Day. So my brother came over and we decided to watch it together. Wonder Woman was kind of like, it's weird because when I watched Wonder Woman, like the first time that I watched it, I thought it was really good. And then the second time that I watched it, I was kind of like, this isn't that great. I feel like I wanted there to be like more like action. Like when I rewatched it, I was just kind of like, where are all the fight scenes? Like where's all the action and stuff? Because I feel like that's like the one thing that I see that Marvel has over like the DC movies is like, I feel like Marvel movies just have like these epic fight scenes. Like the action scenes are just like, goddamn, like they're freaking amazing. The action, like the fighting scenes in DC comic movies just don't seem to, like it's just missing like that extra bit of, you know, like, I don't know, like it never really gives like enough of like the fight scenes and stuff. I feel like the Batman movies were really good. Like I loved those movies. But I don't know, like the Wonder Woman movie though, it kind of like disappointed me after a while. Like when I saw it the second time, like the first time, I think I was just like super excited about it, like being out, that I was kind of like got lost in like the hype and everything. But like the second time that I saw it, it was just kind of like me. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Soul. So yes, I feel like Disney is getting like hella deep on the kids. Like they're just going for it when it comes to like the spiritualness. Like I'm here for it. Like I watched Soul the same day that I watched Wonder Woman, and I instantly fell in love with Soul. Like that movie is hella deep. Like if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you watch it because it's really good. Jamie Foxx did a really good job playing like the voice of the main character. I was just like watching this movie like, yo, this is meant for kids. Like this is what you guys are giving to the kids. Like I'm here for it, okay? You had characters meditating, you had them having outer body experiences, like talking about their passions and stuff, like finding your calling and everything. Like it was like it was really cool. Something looks off with these edges. I was like, I think I'm done, and then I looked back at it, I was like, yeah, nah, something is not adding up. Yeah, I think I just have these hairs like too over here, and this like swoop needs to be like in this general area. I'm honestly convinced that that's half the reason why people hate on Lori Harvey so much. Not only does this have Michael B. Jordan, but she's got hella healthy edges, like, and people are upset. So I think I'm all done with my edges. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do my makeup first and then style my hair, or if I want to style my hair now. I think I'm gonna do my makeup first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw this into a ponytail in the meantime. I feel like the hard part is done. Edges, making sure that the wig is laid. I'm just gonna put it into like a clip back here. I'm gonna put on my little satin scarfy thingy and just lay that on top of those edges so I don't get like a ton of the makeup on them. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my makeup now. I'm just gonna do one eye off camera, and then I'll come back to show you guys the makeup look. So this is the eye look that we're gonna be doing today. This is inspired by Beauty by Courtney XO on Instagram. If you don't follow Courtney, then you really need to. She's amazing. I'm gonna go in with some concealer first. I'm using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Concealer. This one is in shade 4.3, and I'm using a Simply Simmons Filbert number 10 brush. For this particular step and for like cutting the crease and stuff, I like to use a paintbrush because I just feel like paintbrushes hold their shape a lot better than makeup brushes. I added that concealer on the inner outer portion of the eyelid, and I'm just gonna blend it inward. Make sure there's no harsh lines anywhere. And then next I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow primer. I love the Be Perfect Prime eyeshadow primer. And we're going to apply this right in here on the inner portion of the eye and then also on the lid. Make sure to blend that into the concealer really well. I have a paper towel in front of me, so if I feel like there's too much product going on, I just like wipe my brush off and then go back to blending. So now that the eye is primed, I can go into shadows. I'm gonna use the Playing in Makeup by Yolando times Beauty by Melissa. This is their Artistry Vault palette. I love this palette. There's so many good colors in here, but I'm gonna go in with the shade here first called Girl Bye. And using a Morphe M507, I'm gonna start to apply this onto the outer corner and just bring it into the crease. I'm using a very light hand to do this. No need to apply tons of pressure, just kind of letting the brush do all the work for me. I just love the browns in this palette because they're very warm. I feel like my issue with brown eyeshadows at times is that they have a very like cool toned undertone to them. So I definitely prefer browns that have like more of that warmer tone to them because honestly, I feel like they're just way easier to blend, but they also just look so much more flattering. Then I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Glazed Donut. With that color, I'm using a Morphe M506 and I'm gonna use that to start blending out the edges of my first shadow. And I'm just taking my time and gently rubbing that shadow in. This color too, I'm gonna take a little bit further in than my last shadow. So next up, I'm gonna go in with my, I was gonna go in with my third eyeshadow, but no, we're not doing that yet. I'm gonna go in with a setting powder. This is the Fenty Beauty Invisimatte Blotting Powder. I'm gonna take a small amount of that on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to set the area right underneath the brow, right in here and up all through here. And I'm doing this because when I apply my next transition color, I want it to be perfectly smooth and blended. Setting this area right here is just gonna make it a lot easier for me to get that super diffused, soft blend. So I'm gonna go in with my third shadow now. I'm using the shade here called Send Nudes. And again, using a Morphe M506, a separate one from my last one. So I have 3 different eyeshadow brushes right now that I've used so far. I've used one 507 for my darkest color. Who texted me? I always have a separate brush for each color just to make sure that nothing is getting like, you know, muddy and stuff like that. It keeps the look like nice and clean. I'm using that shadow to blend out the edges and to diffuse the look so there's no harsh line anywhere. These shadows are super pigmented, so there's no need to like pack on tons of color. You know, just a little bit of it goes a really long way. It's better also to slowly build your colors up versus going in with a ton of shadow and then trying to like blend it all out and everything. It's the warmth for me. Like those warm tones just really do it for me. And now I'm going to go back in with my eyeshadow primer, that Be Perfect eyeshadow primer. And I already have a little bit on the back of my hand, so I'm just gonna use that. Actually, I need a little bit more because it's all dry now. But I'm going to use this to kind of like clean up the lid here. Because we're gonna be adding some shadow, I just like to add a little bit of primer just to make sure everything is nice and clean. I got the shape that I want. So now I'm gonna go back in with this shade here called the Glazed Donut. I'm taking the same brush that I used to apply that shade onto the crease. And with this eyeshadow, I'm gonna go right underneath that dark brown and kind of like use it to diffuse the edge of the eyeshadow primer that we applied. Okay, so I'm then gonna go in with my lid eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the shade here called Wow. I'm gonna apply that using a really large flat brush. This is a Makeup Addiction, the large shader, and I'm just gonna very gently press that into the lid, making sure to do this while my lid is kind of like stretched, so that way I'm not setting any creases. And I'm pretty much just applying that everywhere that I applied the primer. I'm using the Melt Cosmetics Ultra Matte Gel Liner in shade Immortal. This is definitely one of my favorite gel eyeliners. It's honestly amazing. My favorite thing about this liner is that it doesn't dry too fast. I hate liners that dry really quickly because I want to be able to make like changes if I make a mistake. So yeah, I love this liner though. Like the formula is perfect. Next thing that I want to do is add my glitter. I'm going to be using a mixture of Icy World and Under Pressure. These are two like chunky glitters from Bolive Beauty. These are from Beauty by Melissa's, a makeup brand. I also have a coupon code for Melissa's brand, so if you're looking for some super cute glitters, then definitely check out her website, and I'll leave the coupon code right over here or somewhere on the screen so that way you guys have it, and I'll also put it in the description box. All of the products that I'm going to be using for this video are going to be in the description box as well, so if you have any questions about any of the products that I'm using, definitely check the description box. I almost always add the products that I use to the description box. And to stick that on, I'm going to use the NYX Glitter Primer. Dang, that looks too pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna add my mascara next. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and I'm just going to coat the top lashes. And then I'm gonna add my lash. I'm using this pair from CrvstalLashes. These are in the style Soulmate. I'm gonna add my lash glue onto these lashes real quick and just kind of let it sit for a second because I wanna add my inner corner highlight. So for my inner corner, I'm going to go back in with the Artistry Vault palette and taking this white shade right here called Beat or Regular. This white is like super pigmented, so you only really need like a little bit. Ooh, I just love a matte inner corner. Like, it's so cute to me, especially when you do like a beige waterline. Ooh, it's so cute. Ah! That's pretty much it for like eyeshadow and everything though. Like, I don't really think I'm gonna do much of anything else. My lash glue is pretty much like almost dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and pop this baby on. And voila, the eyes are done for now. So let's go ahead and move on to skin. So it is 3:30 right now. I'm gonna be speeding through the skin because I'm trying to be outside taking like makeup pictures and outfit pictures by like 4:15-ish. So we're gonna speed through the skin routine today, guys. But for primer, I'm gonna use the One Size Beauty Secure the Blur Primer. And I've been really liking this primer actually. It just makes the skin look super smooth, and it actually does a really good job with controlling oil. dang it, I don't know which foundation I wanted to use today. I'm stuck in between the NARS one and Fenty. Okay, I'm going with Fenty. Fenty. All right, so Fenty Pro Filter foundation for today. I'm gonna go in with 385 first. I'm just gonna start with a pump of 385, so that right there. My skin's been looking really good these days, so I've been using less foundation. I'm just gonna start off with a pump and see how far that takes me, then I'll add more if I need. I have a little bump right there, but I have my period right now, so you know, hormones and everything, but other than that little bump, I feel like my skin has been doing like amazing. Like I have no complaints. Because you guys remember last year, like my skin was going through it. I don't know what the heck was going on, but my skin was really going through it. Like I had acne scars everywhere. I was getting like underneath the skin pimples, like cystic acne. Like it was just a hot mess. Like my skin was just, it was just bad. And I've never had gone through that with my skin before, so I had no idea how to handle it. My self-confidence that time really like took a plunge because my skin was just like, wow, like what the hell is going on? So I'm gonna use a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This one is in shade number 40. I'm just gonna touch up my little scars that I have on my forehead right over here really quickly. That's been like my trick these days for like these moments where I'm not using like a ton of foundation. I like layer up with concealer that's in my complexion for like those spots that need like the extra coverage. Foundation is on. I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in shades 350 and 255. I'm gonna go in with 350 first. I'm applying this directly underneath the eyes, right over here. Getting super close to that lash line because I got hella dark circles. Yeah, that foundation is definitely too dark for me. So I'm just going to tap that in with a brush first. This is a Real Techniques Expert Edge foundation brush. I love Real Techniques brushes for complexion. B. Marie and Taylor Made Jane were kind of like the two that put me on to using Real Techniques brushes for like complexion. And Kiki Adams also did too. Ooh, I like the fact that this has like an edge on it, so it like snatches that nose up real good. And just for a little bit of extra blending, I'm gonna go back, or I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, or my blender from Bakerie, and just go over the concealer. Make sure it's nice and smooth. I'm gonna start using the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in 255, so my lightest shade. And I'm going to add that right here and right here. I just like to keep that space nice and bright. I like my under eyes to be brighter, but I only like it to be bright in a specific area. So that's the reason why I keep that lightest shade like right in here. I don't really like to bring it outward or anything. Like it's just mainly to kind of keep this general area bright and also to snatch the nose up. And then taking whatever is left on my brush here, I'm gonna add that to the bridge of the nose. It's just a small, like a line right in the center. For the nose, what I'm basically doing is like a reverse contour. So I'm not going to bring any extra like contouring into the nose. I'm gonna let the skin that is my skin tone in between the concealer kind of act as my contour, because Lord knows I suck at contouring my nose. Like it's like the one thing that I struggle so hard with is like doing a nose contour. Like it just never seems to look right at all. And now I'm going to start setting with powder. I'm going to use, what do I want to use? It's between Huda and Fenty. I'm just gonna go in with Fenty. Since we have Fenty concealer, Fenty foundation, we're just gonna go in with Fenty powder. So this is the one in shade Banana, and I'm going to set the concealer that we applied. I'm going to use the Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation in 255, so the same shade as my lightest concealer. So I'm going to go in with another Real Techniques brush. This one is the Soft Accent brush. I'm going to press this into I don't know what the heck that is, but it sounds really scary. Is that a car? But anyway, so I'm going in with this powder right here, and I'm just gonna add that to the innermost portion of the under eye to kind of redefine like that brightness that we added from the concealer. I just love the way that this powder like smooths the skin as well. Like I love these powders so much. This powder just like right in here, like right where my pores just tend to be like the loudest, like it just smooths everything so well. If you haven't tried the Pro Filter powders, definitely try them, because those babies are chef's kiss for real. I'm using the Ace Beauté Bronze in Paradise palette, and I'm gonna mix these two shades together for my bronzer. I'm just going to press that into the forehead and the cheeks and a little bit on the nose. Make sure to add that into the lace too, so I don't look like I have like a weird tan line on my head. And it seems to always be like the biggest issue when I'm taking like flash pictures. Oh my gosh, the flash, it just, I swear, sometimes like the flash just makes it like seem like I don't even know how to do my hair. Like it just be like revealing everything, and I'm just like, I know I'm not that bad when it comes to hair. Like I know that I'm not the greatest, but I know I'm not that bad. But the flash just be like exposing it all. It's so messed up, so wrong. Don't mind my little sideburn here. This lace wig is like slightly too small for me. So like the edge, like where the sideburn is supposed to be, like the hair doesn't come like all the way down, which kind of sucks. So next I'm gonna go in with blush. I'm using the BH Cosmetics Bellini blush palette. It just has so many cute peach colors. I love this palette so much. So I'm gonna use a mixture of just peachy and Life's a Peach. Sometimes I'll just like mix 3 or 4 or like all of these colors together to get like a custom like peach color, because they're honestly like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, like all the shades in here look very similar, so sometimes I'll just mix like 2 or 3 of them together. I'm gonna pop that onto the cheek here. Just make sure to blend it well into the bronzer. Let me add my highlighter. So for highlight, I'm gonna go, whoopsies. For highlighter, I'm gonna go into the Beauty Bakerie Milk and Honey palette. I'm gonna take this shade right here called Be Sweet, and I'm going to start highlighting my nose. So I'm just gonna add that to the bridge of the nose right over here. It's 4:10. Oh my gosh, why am I such a slow poke? Ugh, I wish I wasn't so slow when it comes to my makeup, but dang. I feel like I'm moving as fast as I can too. Okay, nose is highlighted, yes. So we're gonna go back to the eyes and finish that up so you can get that done and over with. I'm gonna go back into the Artistry Vault palette, but I'm gonna use a mixture of, I'm gonna start off with this color and this color, so my two lightest crease colors. And if I want a little bit more like smokiness, I'll go in with my darkest crease color. So I'm gonna go in with Glazed Donut first and add that to the lower lash line. I'm gonna add my liner to my waterline. I'm using this new Too Faced Killer Liner in shade Killer Cashmere. This sounds like a very violent eyeliner. But I'm just gonna pop that into the waterline. And then I'm gonna go back in with my mascara and just add that to the lower lashes. Let me go ahead and do my brows really quickly. I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade number 5. I'm just gonna do my brows how I normally do them. So I'm gonna create like little faux brow hairs up at the front here. And then as I get further in to the brow, I'm going to add more pressure, and I'm also going to focus on the sparser areas. And then I'm gonna go in with my Benefit 24-hour brow setter and just add that to the brows too to keep the hairs in place. Last but not least, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my lips. I'm gonna start off with the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. This one is in shade Versatile Chestnut. Then I'm going to go in with the Artist Color Pencil in shade Dimensional Dark Brown. With this pencil, I'm going to make sure first that it's really sharp because I want the thinnest line possible with this pencil. I'm not trying to create like a full-on like lip liner with this. I'm literally just going to like outline the very edge of the lip line. I'm then going to add my lip color. I think I'm going to use Sweet Tooth by L'Oreal. This is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks. It's just a really cute like beige. I'm going to add a little bit to the center and then just blend it in using my finger. For the final touch, I'm going to go in with some setting spray. I'm going to shake this one up really good. This is their all-nighter in Ultra Matte. So you have to make sure you shake this really well, or else when you go in to spray it on your face, it's gonna create like little white dots everywhere. Trust me, it's happened to me before, so please shake this well. And I'm gonna use that to set everything. All right, it's 4:35. I think I can still take some golden hour photos if I do my hair really quickly. I really want to do like a braid. Let's see, so I want to have like some hair coming out from over here. So kind of like the sideburns, but a little bit more than the sideburns though. I'm going to create like a little swoop bang. So we're going to take some hair from here and I'm going to pull that forward, just clip it to keep it out the way. This hair right here I'm going to curl, this hair right here I'm going to curl, and this hair over here I'm going to curl. Everything else is going to go into a braid. I'm going to pull the hair back. That's like how I like to do like my like swoop bangs. I like to pull the hair backwards. And I'm gonna come over here and curl this, curl this. We're gonna trim this down because it's definitely much longer than I'd like. So we're gonna trim this down like, let's say like right over here. How do I want to do this? Do that again. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay, so I have my bang. I'm going to pull the rest of the hair into the braid. So I'm gonna start by like creating or like parting the hair like kind of in the middle. And I'm going to braid inward. So like, not like as if I was braiding a cornrow, but like the opposite. Once I have like about that much hair left, I'm going to grab an elastic band, like a little rubber band, and I'm just going to secure the ends. And then for this little like tail right over here, I'm just going to go back in with my curling wand and just curl up the end there. I'm going to trim this a little bit more because it's a little too, it's still too long. So we're gonna cut this like right in here. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. I feel like a little princess or something. I'm gonna cut this little piece a little bit shorter like that. Alright guys, so I'm going to change clothes. This hair is so freaking cute. Okay, so I'm going to change clothes and try and get outside and take some pictures, and hopefully I make it in time to get some good makeup pictures at least. If not, then I can always just take pictures inside, but that golden hour, I just know it be hitting and everything, so I'll be right back. So I just finished taking pictures. I'm so happy I got a few makeup pictures in golden hour lighting for this look. Yay! I'm really sorry that I was like rushing like crazy towards the end. I was just really trying to catch that golden hour lighting. Thank God I got some makeup pictures. I wasn't able to get any outfit pictures, but that's okay. I can like take some inside. I just wanted to catch this makeup and like the golden hour lighting because it's just giving me all the feels for some reason. I really wanted this look to be super romantic looking since it's a Valentine's Day look, you know what I mean? So hence the flowy bangs, the little braid here, really dainty jewelry. I put on this cute little top that I got while thrift shopping. It has like these little bell sleeves. It's like a little vintage top. I'm a huge fan of like thrift shopping. I love vintage clothes. I just love them. For like the last like year or two, I was like super like sucked into like the whole like, you know, trendy things that were going on as far as fashion is concerned. But I really feel like Miami is like changing me for the better, because ever since I got here, I've just been like over all of like the trendy stuff and just like wanting to get back into wearing what's comfortable for me, which is like vintage clothes. I love vintage clothes like from the 70s, 60s. Sometimes I'll wear some 80s type stuff. I love the 90s. The 90s, oh my gosh. 90s dresses, especially all that jazz, Ralph Lauren, dang it, who else? Who else was making like bomb dresses back then? Ooh, 90s Express, baby. 90s The Limited, oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on with Express right now, but in the 90s, like Express was, every piece that I've bought from Express that's from the 90s has literally been like a staple or like a favorite piece of mine. But anyway, that's like totally off topic. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this hair and makeup tutorial. Don't forget to comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you again for watching, guys. I love you, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.